along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go in the rain here in Seattle. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
At the 45-yard line.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. With that, we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Slot man in motion left. Once again, it's Cook. There's a third down and 4.
A gain of 4 brings up
from the gun. It's Goff. He's got his man right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. And that one good for 9. And the drive continues.
at the 23-yard line.
A run up the middle with Cook. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12 then. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It's a first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down.
That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their weight, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
So the NFL is all about answering. So you give up an opening drive touchdown, you fall behind late to start the game, and then your special teams becomes the spark. And this is going to set your offense up with excellent field position to get back and tie this game.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Lutz's kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Goff in the pistol. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he has to stop in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate all to the punt team. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Boom. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Cook. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. It's Cook. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down. Stop my... Now changes the... approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Makes the score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there. But I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. On 1st down, Daniels thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards.
Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season. And he gives his team a 1st down.
At the 43-yard
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's out wide to Judkins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here. Why?
Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the air again is Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Daniels going to throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Colts out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter from the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Make no mistake about it, he may get So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and running back James Cook making their way out. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's into traffic, but taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
And the Colts, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Cook. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Indianapolis.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Colts 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Colts.
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's good.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Seahawks 10-yard line.
Carry for Cook. And the Colts are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running. Takes them down to about the 4.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Cook. And he will take this one across into the end zone. James Cook. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Next to score, Colts 17. Seahawks 10.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note. He comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
21 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. This one taken in by Reynolds.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
They'll throw with Daniel. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Daniels pass.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniel. Touchdown, Seahawks. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
That ties the game at 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. Nick Emmanwori is there to make the play. 2nd and 7. A run here with Mitchell. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They'll motion the slot man right. He'll try to pick this up with a hot pass. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Throwing on first and 10.
So they have these rules for the receivers, but they call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a season.
Daniels now on first down. And that time, the pressure is too much. He'll go down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback as they come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with first and 10. Shotgun. It's gone. They'll work now on second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Miami.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And man, down the field, it's Olave. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And the Seahawks.
They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Here's Daniel. Right back to Olave. He's done it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Throwing is Daniel. He's got a man. That's Horton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that...
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
17.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. He'll return this from the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll go play action with Goff. This pass right side. Going to be caught by Addison. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
On the give, it's Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
He's got his tight end, Hutchinson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on fourth down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Colts.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll go again with Mitchell. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
They motion the slot man left. Goff going to hold on to it. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
He had worry on the start. It's now second down.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made back up the 5-yard line.
Goff to throw, and that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. As you can see there, he's not only getting closer to a passing title, but closing in on a 5,000-yard campaign. On first down, Daniels. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
On second down, it's Daniel. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll throw with Daniel. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the Colts.
Throwing again. Daniel. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down. After a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Daniels going to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. To the air again is Daniel. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a first down.
The 22-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seahawks. For Judkins, he was so effective in college. 50 total TDs at Ohio State and Ole Miss, but that is 1st in the NFL. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
31. Colts 24.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here's Hardy. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A throw on the move is caught. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down.
On the zone read, it's Mitchell. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hawkinson in motion.
19-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Colts first down.
Mitchell. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they...
And that big offensive block, clearing space. He's in. Elijah Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
That ties the game, 31-31.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Number 26. 1 yard gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. It's overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Colts have come away with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught for 3. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll run with Mitchell. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mitchell. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Indy. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Colts will go up by 7.
Colts 38, Seahawks 31.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Doolin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On a run with the former Buckeye, Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brennan Williams on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing now. Daniel. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He takes off. And the left 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Daniel. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
2nd and goal at the 7.
Holding at the 2. To the goal line and in. Matt Holland. Touchdown, Seattle. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Goff in the pistol. Open man downfield. It's Addison. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. They look middle here, and there's Olave. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On first down, Daniel. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
He was covered.
Daniel going to throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown Seahawks. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback gave it to them right with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Seahawks will go up by 7.
45. Colts 38.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll do so with 1st and 10. Goff. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. Here is 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Now,
2nd
Goff.
and 7. At the 30-yard line.
That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Colts first down.
Goff to throw on first down. Left side here. Caught by Allison. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Colts.
Now it's Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Outside, it's complete. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Pick up on the play. First down, Colts.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down. Here's Goff. deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. As now we are down to likely just one more play. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA.